Damn you.
Emma's fucking off.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cloak and Stagger. I am Moose. I will be your DM for the night. And with us, as always, we have all of our friendly players. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons tonight, continuing where we left off last week. So, with that, I'll give us a little brief recap of where we left off last time. So, as I recall, the lot of you had just defeated a room full of goblins and rescued a gentleman who had claimed to be Gundren Rockseeker's companion and escort to the town of Phandalin when they were ambushed by goblins and taken to the cave, where they then took Gundren somewhere else. But you guys powered on, and you marched through the cave. And you encountered Clarg, the bugbear, with his pet wolf Ripper that you slaughtered, at which point Clarg ran away and managed to escape from you. In that cave, though, you did find quite a bit of loot, and some of which had a blue lion shield crest on it, which you left there, but you did make off with a decent amount of coin and a couple of little trinkets, and you escorted Sildar Hallwinter all the way to Phandalin. So you marched your way in town. You made it to the Stonehill Inn, where everyone sort of gave you a side eye, seeing as how you're a lizard folk, a robot, a Goliath, and a kobold, all traveling together. But it seems as though maybe this town, as kind of rough and tumble as it may be, has maybe grown accustomed to strange things and didn't seem as apprehensive towards you as maybe one would expect. That being said, you did get introduced to the bartender there. His name is Toblin Stonehill. And after a brief conversation, he seemed to imply that maybe there was some trouble going on in the town with a group of individuals called the Red Brands, but was too afraid to really elaborate any further, but said that your waitress would be out with your food and drink shortly and may be able to give you a little bit more information. And that's where we left off. So, as we stand, you are all currently sitting in the Stonehill Inn at a table, kind of waiting for your food and drink to make it to the table. So you sit there all sort of looking at each other. What would you like to do? Or say?
I want to look around for the waitress to bring me my beverage.
Okay. You see, looking around the room, there's a few patrons sitting here or there. Mr. Stonehill is kind of behind the bar, washing some glasses, cleaning off the bar top as best he can. This place, it's not, you wouldn't say it was nice, but considering the look overall of the town coming in, it's probably one of the nicer establishments that you saw here. But there's an old man kind of sitting across from you. There's another woman across the room at another table, and kind of a large, hefty man sitting at a table by itself. Every now and again, you'll see a fairly pretty young woman come out and deliver some food and drink to one of the tables. And as you do, you kind of get a peek into the kitchen. It seems like maybe there's a little kid back there helping, perhaps indicating that this might be some sort of family-owned inn. But nobody's making their way to you yet.
Okay.
Susan is always hungry, yes?
Yes. Always.
maybe eat while we figure out what we should do. Tomlin, Stone Man. He says ruffians in town. We have to help. Yes.
Yes,
Well, why
Sure.
do we have to help?
because Master told us to help.
Urus loses his great, super powerful magic if we do not help.
Well, that makes enough sense, I guess.
About
Indeed.
that time, you see a young woman walk out, and she is carrying this sort of large tray on her shoulder, which has a myriad of food and drink. And you see her stop at the table just to the south of you and lean down and take one of the drinks and hand it over to the gentleman there. I use the word gentleman lightly, as he's not wearing a shirt, just some suspenders, a little overweight. And she leans over and says, here you go, Narth. Enjoy. And he just kind of lets off a little, thanks. And she picks up her her little tray and makes her way over to your table, where she starts laying out the food and everything and drink that you had ordered. And she seems to be taken a little bit aback by the sight of all of you. But she looks over to seemingly the most normal one, looking at you, Uthal. And even you seated is about as tall as her standing up. So she's sort of looking over at you eye to eye, and says, hello, my name is Elsa. I'll be your help tonight. If you need anything, any drinks or food, I can help you with that.
Perfect, Ellen. Cannot wait to order with you, Ellen. We will let you know what kind of food we want, Ellen.
Okay, well, I have the meat here that you ordered and the ales. So here you go.
Yes, this will work.
Mr. Stonehill says that you've already paid him. So if you need anything, just let me know.
And what was your name, Ellen?
Elsa.
Okay, Elsa it is. Okay, thank you. We will let you know if we need a refill or something.
All right, thank you. And she starts to walk over towards another one of the tables, and you see her talking to an older woman just at the other table. You can't quite make out what they're saying, though.
Human girl seems nervous. Why?
We are the sideshow, remember? We are... She expects to pay money to see us. She saw us for free. So she is not sure what to do.
Oh, this makes sense, Uthal. You are very wise.
Do it again.
Well,
You see her kind of walk around another table, and she walks over to this kind of burly gentleman, and you hear him let out a, oh, Elsa! Oh, yes, I'll have another ale! Thank you! And she nods, and you see her kind of quickly walk back off.
What
and
color is
back
the
to
meat?
door. What color's the what?
The meat.
It's actually looks pretty well cooked. Like whoever cooked it seemed like they knew what they were doing. It looks like maybe some sort of piece of a hog or something like that. But kind of, I'd say medium, maybe, with a little bit of a blackened char on the outside on the skin.
I'll grab a piece and start eating, as well as drinking some ale.
Okay. A few moments later, you hear the door open to the tavern behind you, and in walks Sildar Hallwinter, who kind of looks over at you, looks at you, Tin T, and Susan, and sees that there's a spot in between the two of you, and then walks around and sits in between Uthal and Urus.
Hey,
Hello.
Sildy.
Sildar.
He says, I've tied up the horses. They should be good for the night. This place is about as good as you're going to get in this town. Have you procured
yes.
rooms already?
Yes.
Okay. Have you procured a room for me?
Maybe. If not, you can share my room. Sindal.
Sildar.
That's very well. I'll go talk to Toblin myself. And he
Wait.
slowly gets up and...
Sildar, wait 1 second. I know we just talked to the owner like 2 minutes ago, but it feels like it was a week ago. I cannot remember exactly how many rooms we paid for, but I know we paid for some. We paid for 4, my mind tells me. Thank you. Yes. Well, we paid for 4, and I'm sure we could make it work. That's not.
That's quite all right. I will procure my own room. I did manage to find some of the coin that the goblins had taken from me. It's quite all right, and plus, seeing as how I'm not in the best shape I've ever been, and he kind of points to his face. He's got a black eye, kind of cuts across his face and his neck. Perhaps he will show maybe a little bit of mercy with a discount.
I'll give him 10 silver out of my chest.
Okay.
My walk-in wallet.
He kind of looks a little shocked at you. What? Thank you. Thank you. my
Troubles
friend.
and times, and pay for your blood that you lost in the cave.
I appreciate that. And he walks up to Toblin, and you hear again from across the room, "By the gods! What happened to your face?" And you see Sildar sort of lean over the bar top. Dogs barking outside of the inn, just sort of adding to the ambience, this rough
grab
and
my
tumble
axe.
town that you're in. And then you kind of lose the ability to kind of hear their conversation. And shortly after, you see Elsa come back out of the room again, followed by a little child. The child probably looks maybe 9, takes a mug of ale over to this burly gentleman while Elsa goes over here and seems to drop a mug of ale on the table for this woman. And then you see the child kind of quickly scamper back into the kitchen. Elsa stays and sort of talks with the woman for a few moments and starts to meander back towards the kitchen, but looks over at your table just to see kind of if... Oh, and sees Susan sort of raising her hand. She walks over. Yes, what can I do for you?
Hi, Elsa, can I please have a refill on my ale?
Absolutely.
It's on his tab, by the way. Uthal's, the really big one.
And she looks over at you, Uthal, for approval. Okay. All right, I'll get that right away.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Elsa.
It's on the sideshow tab. Sideshow.
And you hear her as she passes by the old man. Narth, are you all right as well? Yeah. And she continues on back into the kitchen.
So should we talk with Sildar on what to do next, or just say forget him?
No, Urus has an idea. So, in bounty hunter days, tavern is a great place for information. Yes, maybe nervous human girl can give us information about the town's meanies. Yes, we ask if she comes back.
Okay.
Invite her to sit between Urus and Uthal. Make her comfortable.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
So a few minutes go by, and she comes back out of the kitchen and makes her way toward your table. Susan, she walks around behind Urus over towards you and places the ale on the table right in front of you, and walks back over towards Uthal and says,
Elsa,
that'll be two copper, please.
Can I start the tab, or is it just pay as you go?
It's we are a pay-as-you-go type establishment.
Okay, so they're 2 copper each. There's 4 of us. Okay, so here's what
eight copper.
Here's what we're going to do. Here is okay. We'll just pay as you go. Okay, so 2 copper. Here we go. But I have question. If you have answer.
Sure. I can. I'd love to help where I can.
Do you know anything about the name Coster?
Coster.
Like a blue lion thing image?
Ah, yes, the lion shield Coster. Yes.
Yes.
What would you like to know about it?
What is that?
Well, it's it's kind of a marketplace, I guess you could say.
Okay.
People go there to trade. There's also Barthen's provisions. He's kind of the town general store.
Okay.
But the Lion Shield is it's more of a adventuring type gear. We get the occasional cave diver. People come here a lot, and they like to mine for different minerals and pan for gold, things like that. So there's some adventuring gear. Lenine is the she runs the Lion Shield Coster.
So wait, the Coster is like a place, or is it like a marketplace? Can I go to the building called the Coster?
It's the Lion Shield Coster, yes, and you can.
This does not make sense, but okay. Thank you, Elsa. I gave her another copper.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. She sort of walks back to the kitchen. About this time, Sildar makes his way back over and sits down with a mug of ale and says, well, I've gotten myself a room. Apparently they had just enough for the 5 of us. So that's good. Silver
What are
linings,
the
I
odds of
suppose.
that?
It was very good.
He said, he says, Toblin said, that Elsa was, you were supposed to ask Elsa something? What did she say?
Well, I asked her about the
nothing was
Coster.
asked then.
I asked her what Coster was, and she was like, it's a place, but it's a market, and it doesn't make sense.
Well, Mr. Stonehill is a decent acquaintance of mine, and something seems to be bothering him. He said something about some sort of gang running around, but didn't want to say anything. But he said that maybe Elsa had some information if you would ask her. Did you ask her?
Who said this? Then Uthal talked about dumb blue shield lion.
Yeah, she
Or said to
mentions.
invite her, and he did not.
She said we heard about the Red Barons before, but we can ask about Red Barons if you want us to.
Very well. Well, I guess we could.
Okay, we'll go ask because we can find out now. Yes, and I'll just immediately get up and start walking toward.
And everybody seems to look at you as you make your way across the room.
Is this doorway open?
As you approach the door, you see Elsa come out with another tray of ales and almost bump into you. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. I almost didn't see you down there.
Oh, Urus was coming to back to get you, but you're here now, so this is good. Yes. You deliver drinks, then please answer questions. Yes.
Sure. I'd be happy to answer questions.
Okay, good. Urus will come with you.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go over here and okay, sure. And, she just kind of slowly walks over this way.
Time.
And leans over and drops off an ale and continues over around the tables. Drops one off at this gentleman here, and then kind of turns to look at you and says, and what kind of questions can I answer for you? Do you need to know pricing?
No. Please come to table. Yes, everyone needs to hear.
Can you tell me about Coster?
No.
The Lion
no,
Shield Coster, it's just down the street.
No, I'll run back up to her. Ignore Big Man. He's asking dumb questions. Please come this way. Yes.
Very well. And you see her sort of glance back at Toblin Stonehill. Really make a perception check for me.
All right.
Everybody or just...
Anybody that would be paying attention to this interaction. Okay. So, Morris and Susan, both of you notice Elsa, after hearing that question of, coming to the table and being asked questions, looks back at, you see her kind of glance back at Toblin Stonehill, and he's cleaning a glass at the moment, and he just gives her a smile and nods, and she nods and she turns around and she comes over and looks at Susan and looks at you, Tinty, and sort of very slowly moves around and doesn't sit down, but just sort of kind of puts a knee down on one of the on the bench there, and sort of leans over, and it looks as though as if she's like trying to look like maybe she's entertaining the group of you, maybe trying not to draw too much attention, and maybe just trying to get a few extra coins from you, and sort of leans over the table and lets out a little what questions can I help you with?
Are you the heart attack killer?
I'm not sure I
like
understand the question.
I like to lean into her a little bit more. Answer me.
And also, I don't think I did this for the stream, but this is what she looks like there. A little bit better view there for you. She, with your face very close to hers, she sort of mirrors and backs away and says, I don't understand really the question, but I am no killer.
Okay.
I've slaughtered a few hogs here and there, and the occasional
I bet
cow.
they were tasty.
Did you kill?
We do our best.
Did you kill the old man?
I have not killed any old men, no. Although some say I've broken a few hearts. And then sort of leans back over.
Okay, other question. We want to help with the town Baron problem. Bad people. Yes?
Yes.
The Baron.
The Red Baron.
Yes.
She sort of looks up and looks around and says, do you mean the Red Brands?
That's what I said, the Red Barons.
Yes.
And she kind of looks at you and says, you may not want to say their name too loudly.
I come up onto the table and like get real close and kneel down. Right here now. We take care of him now. Yes. Who? Where? And I'll look around the room.
I'm not sure it's that simple. You see, they've been here for a couple of months, maybe a few. It's hard to keep track of time here in Phandalin sometimes. One day just bleeding into the next. But ever since they showed up, they've just been extorting and bullying everyone in the town. And they're led by some sort of, I don't know, some wizard or something. I don't know much, but I could potentially point you in the right direction. Mr. Stonehill tries to keep himself distanced from this as he doesn't want them to come in and shake down his business, but perhaps you should go visit Edermouth Orchard. There's a gentleman there. He used to be an adventurer. His name is Darren Edermouth. And he would probably know a bit more than I.
Okay, we go to Orchard building. Yes.
And she looks outside and says, perhaps not tonight. He is kind of a bit crotchety. And he does like his sleep. Waking him would probably not garner the best response, and could be potentially dangerous for you.
Yes, rest is good. Urus appreciates honest Elsa, and I'll turn to Uthul, and I'll just reach into his chest and pull out a silver. Say, Urus did not have to use magic, so we'll use money. Yes, and hold out the silver.
She takes it. She goes very loudly, kind of so everybody in the tavern can hear. Oh my goodness, so generous! Thank you so much. I'll be right back with your ales. And she takes the silver and pockets it and sort of walks back off towards the kitchen.
Why, yes. How about those dolphins?
I'll hop down between Susan and Tinty.
Sildar sort of perks up and takes a swig of his ale and looks at you and says, perhaps these red brands are the reason I haven't heard from Iarno. He came here a couple months ago, and maybe he ran into trouble with them.
We find leader and kill? Maybe.
Perhaps, but
Maybe kill, maybe eat.
If this gang is powerful and numerous enough to control a whole town, maybe some tact.
Maybe we kill one by one. Yes.
No, cut off head of snake. Kills body. Yes.
Could have whole army after us.
Is there a snake?
Steak. Food?
The Red
No,
Barons.
you said cut off a snake and the head of a snake. Where's the snake?
It is
metaphor.
Yes, that.
Imagine snake. Snake in your head, you cut off snake head.
Red is long snake. Cut off head. Other soldiers go away. Yes.
Think of snake in your head, you cut head off. Not yours, though.
I don't understand.
I
Master
as well
Boris,
am
you
confused.
just tell us what to do then.
Do
Same
they
with
have
Coster.
a pet snake?
I'm confused with Coster.
Why would we kill pet snake? Why wouldn't we just kill the bandits?
Snake is biting all of the business in this town. Yes. Poison. Bad.
Well, then that would make sense why we would kill a snake.
But we must wait till tomorrow because it is dark and you all hate dark for some reason.
At this time, you see the hefty gentleman over here at this table sort of scoot out of his chair, and he's got a mug of ale and then another like gallon of ale in the other hand. This is what he looks like there. He looks very, very happy and very sauced.
Jolly.
And he sort of marches over to this other table and sits down across and says, "Narth, you old bastard, how are you doing? I didn't even see you here." And Narth just sort of, Lenar. And you hear the rotund gentleman continue. "How about those damned orc raiders up there to the north? What do you make of them? Do you think they're gonna come here?" And then Narth, the old man, this gentleman here, seems to take a sip of his ale and just kind of lets out a and a shrug and says, "If the damned red brands don't kill us, then the orcs will. It's always something here." And then they sort of kind of calm their conversation down and begin talking regularly again.
Loud.
Well, they don't seem to care about keeping their voices down.
I want to look over to the old lady. Is she over to the side here? Is she paying attention to any of that, or is she acting like a little weird now?
She sort of looks over at them, but you can make an insight check if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Is she staring lasers at us?
No. Looking at her, she seems to be almost looking as though almost a little frightened that somebody would just kind of yell out something about the red brands like that, and sort of glances at your table and then back at them and then around and then just sort of goes back to her mug and sips it.
No one here seems to be red brand.
It would be nice. Maybe we'll see. Maybe their skin is red, and then we'll know they're red. Baron.
I wonder if any of these three are the heart attack.
Only the jolly guy seems like capable warrior, maybe, but he does not know. I don't know.
About this time, you see Elsa come back out, and you see her look over at Lenar and Narth sitting over at their tables, and look over at his empty table, and you see her kind of very cutesily just walk over to Lenar and be like, "Lenar, you better not be causing trouble in here again." And he just sort of lets out a laugh, and she continues toward your table, and sets out another full round of ales for everybody, and says, "This one's on the house, per Mr. Stonehill, for looking into our problem."
Does anybody, I say in a somewhat low voice, anybody, any questions? No? Yes?
Thank you so much, Elsa.
Oh,
I as well
anytime.
appreciate the ale.
And I'll be honest, it's not often we get individuals such as yourselves in here. Most of us are humans, and this is, although, you know, we've seen our fair share of goblins and orcs and other kinds of creatures, but never together. So that's great. It's good that you are all getting along.
Yes, sideshow is quite an attraction.
Yes.
She says, "Well, I'm gonna go over here and check on Freda, and let me know if you need anything else." She walks back over to the older woman. And then you see the door to the kitchen just kind of swing open loudly, and this little kid bursts out of the kitchen, and you hear him just laughing, and he just is just running around the room, and closely behind a woman chasing him, just screaming, "Pip! Pip, get back here! Quit playing around! Now's not the time! Now is not the time! And he darts back into the kitchen, followed shortly after by this older woman here.
Family?
Very entertaining, very nice, very entertaining.
Elsa looks back at you and kind of smiles, and then just kind of calmly walks back towards the kitchen. And as she passes Lennar, she says, now Lennar, no more talk of orcs. We're not going to be listening to any more of that tonight. We have enough problems to deal with here as it is. And he says, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. She disappears back into the kitchen.
Before we stop for the evening and go to sleep, we should sell anything we need to sell. Yes, Urus can get a good deal. Yes. Does anyone want to sell anything?
Sildar
No?
says, well, looking at it's, the dead of night, most of these places close at sundown.
Sundown. Closed? Small town. Yes. Makes sense.
Very small town. Most of the people here are from, they've immigrated from Neverwinter or Waterdeep. This place was built thousands of years ago, but just recently have they started rebuilding it.
Tomorrow morning, then.
We will take over Coster and then we will sell.
Maybe.
Well, if it's all right with you lot, I'm going to, I'm gonna hit the hay for the night. And he takes a swig of his ale, finishes it, kind of drops it down on the table, wipes his mouth, and sort of goes to stand up and looks at you all, and says, perhaps tomorrow you can take a look around town. I'm going to be doing a little bit of investigating on my own. But I'm sure we will run into each other. This town's not very big.
Sildar, one last question. Is it Sildart or Sildar? T or no T?
There is no tea.
Sildar. Alright. Well, this is awkward. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sildar.
He kind of gives you a weird look and says, good night. Good night, friends. And again, thank you for rescuing me. I owe you my life. He gets up and walks off. And you see him disappear down the hallway.
Okay. Tomorrow we look for Eatermath at the orchard.
Yes. Orchids. Great.
So let's,
Yes.
go to bed.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's any more food on the table, and if so, pocket it, and take my ale container with me to bed.
It looks like most of the food's been pretty much devoured.
Well, that's unfortunate for me. Okay.
Okay, nighttime we eat breakfast and then go to market. And break.
I just
So, Mr. Stonehill kind of nods at you as he sees you getting up, and he kind of points over to his left, your right, and says, all the rooms are that way. The doors should be open for your rooms.
Susan, let's go.
Well, my map isn't working.
Hmm?
Maybe I'll try and refresh it.
When in doubt, refresh.
For what it's worth, I can't see your health bar either.
You
I
have
think
preference
that's
on room?
something-
I'll just take this bottom one.
That is right.
There we go. That should
Which
do the trick.
one? Still dark. Too.
So, looking at the end of the hallway, there are two doors, one on the left, one on the right, and they both seem to be shut and locked.
Obviously not the rooms.
Susan.
I'm still trying to make my map work.
Uthal, in your room, it seems as though most of the other rooms had most of the rooms had like candles in them, but this one doesn't seem to have one.
Okay, it's very dark.
So it is quite dark in the room, yeah.
That is fine.
Urus, are you staying out in the dining area? Or Urus, are you staying out in the dining area?
I was just waiting on Susan.
Okay.
I'm moving slowly but surely now. Slowly.
10T just shuts down, standing directly in front of the door.
Okay. With it still open?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the chest under my bed.
Okay.
This first room is available.
Yep. It looks like any of the rooms that have the door open are available.
This is good choice, Susan.
Thank you, Urus. Thank you.
Now we'll turn and sit down and lean against the wall.
Urus, are you not going to get a room of your own?
I look at Susan a little surprised and confused. Room. Urus's own room? What?
Yes, Uthal bought a room for all of us to sleep.
Urus has his own room? No,
Urus has his own room.
Where? And I'll run out into the hallway.
You see one door up to your north and to the right that has an open door.
I'll just yell out while I run in there. Urus's own room, and I'll fall in there.
Ah,
Oh,
I am the darkness that talks to you.
Susan said Urus has his own room, so this is not that room.
Oh yeah, you can see me. Never mind. Not funny.
Yes. Yes. Which is better, always. Yes. Good night, Uthal.
Yes, yes. Good night.
I'm gonna
walk into this room and it's completely empty.
just be taken aback that all of this is just temporarily mine. I'm just down on the bed for a while.
Okay. Is there anything in particular anybody wants to do before you take your rest? Nope. Okay.
No.
So, as the night grows darker and darker, most of you find yourselves dozing off to sleep for the first time in quite a few days on an actual bed in an actual room. The sounds from the tavern begin to slowly fade as it sounds like more and more people start to leave the establishment. You hear the door close. You hear at one point Mr. Stonehill yell something along the lines of a last call, and then silence. And you all slowly drift off to sleep and sleep through the night with nothing interrupting you. You all gain the benefits of a long rest. So, as the night progresses, slowly daylight starts to seep into actually everyone's room except for yours, Urus, as there are no outside windows for your room.
Perfect.
And you hear Uthal and Susan, you both hear a rooster kind of crowing in the distance, and it seems to wake both of you up.
Nice. The sounds of nature in the city. Is my chest still there?
It is.
Sorry, when I long rested, my HP went back to my original HP.
You're fine.
He's so cute.
Whoops.
He's so cute.
I'll get up and go get some breakfast, investigate what that means.
Okay. Yeah, you can make your way on out into the dining room if you'd like.
Before I come out of my room, I want to cast Silent Image on myself and look like an 8-foot tall lizard person with a robe on.
Okay.
Big manly looking face, and I'll step out in the hallway.
Here,
Urus got a good night's rest, yes!
I'll put you back to your normal size. Uthal, you hear Urus kind of make this proclamation. Tinti, you hear it too as you your gears start to sort of whir up as you come to in the morning.
Does he actually look big?
Yes, he looks 8 feet tall and in a robe.
Urus, did someone hold your reset button too long as well?
Urus has decided to show his true form for a bit. Yes, big, tall, strong.
What?
Uthal,
why
big
wouldn't
people.
you
are
show
you?
this all the time?
Because didn't feel like it. No.
You look much scarier, big as you are now.
Yes, Tinti! And I'll walk up and I'll go to pat his shoulder, but stop right before I get it. And just kind of put my hand back. Yes!
Did you have a glitch in your system?
No!
Seems like you meant to touch me, but you didn't.
I did not want to invade personal space, okay?
What in the devil is going on out here? Oh.
I reach out to touch him.
And I'll,
Kind of make sure he's as tall as he is.
I want to sidestep. I want to sidestep out of the way.
Oh,
No, don't touch the robes, please. Just got clean.
Susan, you're awoken. Well, you're already awake from the sound of the rooster.
If
But-
people didn't think we were a band of freaks now, they definitely do.
you look fantastic. You want to do poses with me? Okay, pose. And then I just start flexing. You flex
I'll,
Urus, we big tall giants.
Yes, we are. I'll run up, but I'll leave my image behind, and I'm just standing in front of him flexing. So there's an 8-foot tall version of me standing there, and a 2-foot tall version in front of him flexing.
Wait, what is happening?
What do you?
Urus, what is this magic?
I'll make the image vanish. Testing new magic. Yes. Were you convinced Urus was big? Yes.
I was very confused.
This is good too. Yes.
It's very impressive.
We'll
Did
be
not know you could do that. How you do that? Tell me.
I learned new magic overnight. The stupid orb teach Urus. Yes. Says it will help people.
Okay, sure. I don't disagree.
In that case, we go eat. Yes. And I'll step behind Susan.
Okay. And what are we all wanting to do?
I would like to ask Lady, do you have any oil or grease that I could maybe get off of?
She says, "Oh, hi. Yes. Perhaps. Let me go check it in the back. We may have some leftover grease from last night."
Fantastic.
disappears.
Susan, we go. Yes.
And then from over
Yes.
to your left, Tenti, yeah, you see a young kid just sort of looking over at you. It says, "Hey, Mr. Robot, what are you doing here?"
I like to bend down and get real close. Are you the heart attack assassin?
Nope. Are you?
No.
Are you?
I'm on a mission to find the killer of the old man.
Ooh, me too.
Fantastic. Would you like to join us?
Yes. And then about that time, the older woman kind of comes out and says, "Absolutely not, Pip. You'll have to excuse my son, Pip. I'm sorry, my how rude of me. Toblin told me that you were staying here. My name is Trilina. I'm Toblin's wife."
Well, it's nice to meet you. Your little one would like to join us in an adventure to find the heart attack assassin.
He doesn't truly understand what that actually means. Pip,
No?
will you do me a favor? Will you run back and check and make sure that the breakfast is cooking? Yes. Sure. And he jumps down off of the stool and starts to walk this way, but then does a quick 180, runs as fast as he can, jumps on the stool, jumps on top of the bar, runs across the bar, jumps down, and then busts through the door into the back room.
Parkour.
That was quite the performance.
The
He's,
child is crazy.
Quite the
He
little
is cool.
daredevil, yes. I try to keep him out of trouble, especially with, well, you know, everything that's going on.
Yes.
What exactly is
Every-
going on?
Everything. And I look around the bar. Is there anybody else here?
It's completely empty at the moment.
Oh, yes. Do you mean the Red Barons?
She says, yes. As a matter of fact, I do. The red brands. Unfortunately, a good friend of ours was just recently murdered. Or at least missing. Well, the family's missing now. I know for a fact they murdered, the woodcarver.
Why?
Well, the Red Brands, they seem to have a no-tolerance policy to any sort of, resistance to them or their will. His wife, I feel terrible for her, but, his name was Thel. He was the town woodcarver. In fact, he fashioned this very bar. He helped us build this place. And they, Red Brands, they went to his shop and they were antagonizing his wife and family, and he made the mistake of standing up to them, and they murdered him. And several people saw it happen, and nothing ever happened as punishment for it. And then they took his body, and we never saw his body again, and now his wife and daughter are missing too. So I suppose if you're going to be helping us with that issue, if you would keep an eye out for his family, that would be very nice of you.
Do you know about how many Red Brands there are in their army?
There has to be dozens.
Dozens. Are they humans?
From what I've seen, yes.
So we
And
should kill
this
all
time,
humans?
Pip comes back out, trying to balance like 3 plates of like bacon and eggs on his arms and sort of wobbling towards the bar. Miss Stonehill runs over, grabs a couple from him, and sets out breakfast across the bar. And says, this breakfast is on the house. Again, for your help.
The humans. The red brand. Are they meaty people?
I suppose by meaty you mean they're human, then yes.
Sure. That's how you take it.
And,
She has a unique description of calling people meat bags. Meat bags is what she refers to.
You see
Sure.
Pip sort of just kind of turning in circles. This kid clearly just has way too much energy and really not enough activity to spend it on. And he sort of kind of kicks some of the dirt and dust around on the floor, and he says, you know, me and Carp, we think we found a secret tunnel. We found a tunnel, and we think it goes underneath the big manor. And Miss Stonehill turns around and says, "Pip, you stop talking right now. Go back into the kitchen." Looks down all sad and sort of runs into the kitchen.
I lean kind of down, but not towards my microphone. What is this about secret tunnel?
Pip is always getting into trouble. He's got too much energy, and him and one of the other children, they run around the town and they always pretend to be adventurers, and they say they found some castle or some deep treasure trove or something, and that's just their latest adventure, I guess you could say.
What manner was he talking about?
The giant manor up on the hill. I suppose you saw it when you came in, yes?
Big
yes,
house.
but
The
did not
Tressendar
know.
Manor.
Oh, Tressendar. What is
It's just
Tressendar?
ruins now. It's an old family that lived here centuries ago.
Do we know where the red brand people sleep? If not here, then where?
They pretty much sleep wherever they want.
Perhaps in the manor.
Perhaps. I know that there is another tavern in town that they might frequent, but again, they sometimes come in here and take over the place, so they pretty much just do what they want.
What is name of other tavern you're competent?
The Sleeping Giant.
Would you like us to destroy that as well?
Oh, I don't think that's the answer, no. Honestly, we just like the red brands dealt with. And then you hear the door open behind you into the bar, and you see the old man, the old shirtless man, walk in again, and he just kind of walks over and sits down in the exact same spot he was in the night before. And she says, please, excuse me. And you see Miss Stonehill disappear for a moment, and then reappear out of the door, and you see her go up to the old man and say, Good morning, Narth. Will it be the usual? He just sort of, yeah. And she nods and looks at you all and says, if there's anything else you need, just give me a shout, all right? And you see her disappear back into the kitchen.
Okay. Eat food and then let's go. Time for adventure. Yes, everyone, please hurry.
Yes, we will take over Coster Market and sell.
I gobble up my food at master's command.
I look at the old dude and kind of give him a side wave as I go by.
He just looks at you and just
He is unfazed by nothing.
Sildar says, I'm going to follow up on a couple of leads, and I'll meet you, I suppose, at either the Lion Shield Costa or maybe Barthen's Provisions. That's where you'll need to take that wagon if you want to get paid.
Provisions.
Right.
Yes, provisions.
Yes.
Right.
Don't
Okay.
get yourself killed, Sildar.
I will do my best. Although
Leave
I've
that
been
to us.
mostly unsuccessful lately.
Leave that to us getting you killed.
I'd rather you not do that either.
It's a joke, remember? Ha ha ha, funny, we fight? Yes, it was good time.
Oh, good grief. And you see him sort of walk back off towards his room.
He does not know a way out.
And he calls us dumb.
You guys are funny.
So we're heading back out into the town.
Yes.
Yeah, please hope
Okay.
our carriage is there.
Your carriage is there, and it doesn't seem as though it's been messed with. Currently, you're right here on the map. We're told that this large red building up here is Barthen's Provisions. And you were also told that the Lion Shield Coster is this kind of larger blue building down here to the southwest. From where you're standing, you can kind of see the very tippy top of the Tressendar Manor up on the hill over here far to the east.
Let's take wagon to provisions. Yes, before
Right.
something bad happens to it.
Yes, get shopping money first. Yes, good call.
Good call.
No,
Okay.
I'll just start walking that way and hope someone takes the reins.
I will.
Okay.
I'll hop
so-
on up there and yeah, but not really that. But you know,
but not really that.
yeah.
I'll put the chest in the cart and then walk beside it.
Okay. So it only takes, a minute or two to make it down the road, but you do make it, and you come across a decent sized building with a red roof on it, and out in front there's a sign that says Barthen's Provisions on the front of it.
This must be place.
Yes, I'll go inside
Okay.
and look for anyone in there over a counter or something.
Anybody else going in?
I'm gonna stay with the stuff.
I will stay with cart.
Okay. Tinty,
I'll back up, Chris.
you going in with Urus?
Yeah, I'll just be right behind.
Okay. So, that brings us into Barthen's Provisions.
How tall is that counter he's at?
It's about the same, maybe a little lower than the bar at the Stonehill Inn.
Okay.
So, walking in, you see that this place has the look of mostly a trading post. Most of the shelves and things that you see, it kind of have ordinary goods and supplies like backpacks, bedrolls, ropes, rations, things like that. You don't see any weapons or armor anywhere, but you do see an older gentleman standing a bit behind the desk here. Looks like this here. In the picture, he looks kind of stone-faced, but he seems actually kind of pleasant.
Hello, Barthen. Yes?
Ah, hello. Yes, I'm Elmar. What can I do for you?
Elmar, we brought a wagon of supplies for you.
Wagon
Yes.
of supply. Oh, from. Wait. You're Mr. Rockseeker's people.
I looked at 10T for a second. Yes.
Thoroughly.
He says, it was that was supposed to be here at least a day ago. Is everything okay?
Goblins attacked group that was taking wagon but we kill goblins and bring wagon. Yes.
He sort of looks around. Where's Barthen? That's me.
Yes.
Where's Gundren?
This is something else we will take care of. Yes, he is somewhere out there. And I'll just kind of motion to the void, like all around.
You don't know where he is.
No. But we found Winter Man. We found Winter, though. Yes, he is here.
Sildar. And Sildar is without Gundren.
Yes.
Where did you find Sildar?
In Goblin Cave. Beaten up bad.
Goblin Cave?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So
This is
what you're telling me is Gundren was taken by goblins. Did you find his
Probably.
body?
No.
Well, he's a good friend of mine. I would very much appreciate if you would find him.
To be honest, he's probably dead.
We will
I suppose you're right.
still try to find Gundren. Yes. We have many things to do for good stuff.
Right. And you said you have the cart out front.
Yes.
He said, "Okay, I guess silver linings. Silver linings. Yes. All right. We'll try and make the best of it." And he turns towards the back of the room, and you hear him sort of yell out, "Ender, Thistle, the wagon's here. Go, please. Bring it in. Bring in the supplies. Bring it around back." And you see a large, kind of dopey-looking man, kind of looks like this here.
Oh.
Sort of waddle out of the back, followed by a more thin, kind of scraggly-looking younger boy. That both come kind of hustling out as much as they can and say, "Yes, sir, right away." And you see them run out the front door. Susan and Uthal, you see these two kind of bust out the front door and see the cart there and say, "All right, there's the cart. Let's get it around back."
Hop
Second.
down.
You what?
Moment. Just. Okay.
You were kind of cutting in and out there a little bit.
It was turn out. 1 second, and I'll take the treasure chest out and do this and say, "Okay, well now you can have it."
Awesome. And the little one kind of jumps up on the cart, and the big one says, "Thank you. We appreciate you bringing this here to us. We've been waiting for a while. We were getting low on some stuff, but now we'll have more stuff." And they start to take the cart around the side of the building.
Well, we are cart heroes.
Back
Let's go inside.
Back inside, you see Urus and Tinti standing there, and Barthen looks back to you and says, "Well, I suppose I owe you all some money, so I will pay what I owe." And he reaches under the counter and opens up a lockbox and pulls out 40 gold. And counts out and puts it in a bag and hands it over to you, Urus. He says, "This is 10 gold for each of you."
Yes. And I'll take it, and I'll just turn to Uthal. Where is Chest?
Clink, clink.
Oh. I'll just hold up the bag like as high as I can.
Here we go in the chest. Would you imagine? I have a good idea. What about smaller version of this, like just as big as that, but holds big stuff in little bag? Crazy? No, yes?
My
Bag?
eyes get
Genius.
big at this question.
I'll turn back to. You said his name was Elmer.
Yeah, Elmar.
Elmar. I'm gonna turn back to Elmar. Do you have a bag to hold chest?
Like a satchel? I mean, that's quite a chest. Let me have a look around. And he sort of runs around and sort of eyeballs a few things. He says, one moment, let me check the back real quick. And he disappears behind a set of double doors. And you hear the sound of kind of boxes and crates and things being unloaded in through this back room.
Is there anything exciting?
Looking around, you see, again, you don't really see any, like, weapons or anything. Lots of things like bedrolls, you know, buckets, different types of clothes, you know, really anything that you could find in the adventuring gear. That would be 10 gold or less, which I will put to you guys in Dragon Chat in Discord, if you guys want to have a look through there. There we go. So you see things, you know, like spikes. Oh, who'd we lose? We lost Akira. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. That's about as good a time as any. Let's take a quick break anyway, because it's about 9:20.
Cool.
So, oh, she's back.
Looks like she went to shadow chat.
I did, yeah. I don't know what I did. I was very confused.
Will you just hit the video button on your Discord again?
If I can figure it out. Did I do it?
Looks like you did it.
Oh.
Yay! Look at
Sorry.
you.
I'm new here, everybody. I don't understand what's happening. It's fine.
Good job. But we are going to go ahead and take a break here anyway, and that way that'll give you guys a chance to look at the adventuring gear, see if there's anything you want to purchase. So y'all give us 15 minutes, and we'll be back and pick up right here where we left off. So uno momento, and here we... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Here we go. All right, be right back.
Start a cult with me. I'm not vibrating like I ought to be. I need a purpose, I can't keep surfing through this existential misery. Now we're gonna need some real estate, but if I choose my words carefully, think I could fool you that I'm the guru. Wait, how do you spell epiphany? Before the truth will set you free. Could I have your attention, please? It's time to tap into your tragedy. Think you could use a new abuser? Close your eyes and listen carefully. Imagine you're stood on a beach, water gently lapping at your feet. But now you're sinking, what were you thinking? That's all the time we have this week. dare to deny it. Who is ever gonna find me? When gravity breaks away, where will we go when gravity breaks away? No one reaches beyond when gravity fades away. You'll never take me under. Never gonna take me under. You'll never take me under. ringing bells, calling out my name. I knew I'd never see another day. I couldn't swim against the tides of blame. I knew there was no other way. You better practice your lines. You better practice your words. I know that real monsters lie between the light and the shade. It doesn't matter what you say or feel. When honest men become the brains of gene, you flick to a line. Frostbite, yeah, that's that day. Brothers, yes, you iron. Frostbite, yeah, that's that day. You'll see you flick to a line. Frostbite, yeah, that's that day. Brothers, yes, you iron. Frostbite, yeah, that's that day. You'll see you flick to a line. I saw the dagger eyes staring back at me. I knew I'd never have a chance to bleed. Guilty, but in the sight of fallen men, they bury you before you speak. You better practice your lines. You better practice your words. I know that real monsters lie between the light and the shade. It doesn't matter what you say or feel. When honest men become the rays of gene, you flick to a line. Frostbite, yeah, that's that day. Brothers, yes, you iron. Frostbite, yeah, that's that day. You'll see you flick to a line. Frostbite, yeah, that's that day. Brothers, yes, you iron. Frostbite, yeah, that's that day. You'll see you flick to a line. Beware those who speak in tongues, for they may call your name.
And we're back. Hey, everybody, welcome back. If you're here with us from the break, thank you for sticking around. If you're just joining us, we're Cloak and Stagger. We're playing some Dungeons and Dragons. I am Moose. I'll be your DM for the night. We've just had a good night's rest at the local inn in Phandalin, and we're doing some wheeling and dealing at one of the marketplaces here. And let's just jump back into it. So, did you guys make your purchases?
I got a tent.
I sold almost all the adventuring gear I had.
So, in the meantime, while all this bartering, wheeling and dealing was going on, Barthen came back out, and unfortunately, it told you that he did not have any thing big enough to put your chest in, but he did have an alternate chest that you could transfer the contents from that chest into another chest.
Does it look nicer?
Yes.
Hmm.
And he says, I'll tell you what, you've done me a favor. I'll do you a favor. If you want this nicer chest without Clarg etched into the top of it.
No, I took out Clark. Chipped it off.
Oh, okay, then rewind. Without this giant piece missing from it, I can give you a new one for half price if you give me that one.
How much is half price?
No, sir.
For a chest,
Should be
it'd be
2.5.
we'll call it 2 gold.
I'll just
Does that include taking this chest? Or will I have 2 chests?
You give me that chest, and 2 gold, and I give you a brand new chest.
Okay. Alright, deal. Make it happen.
That was surprisingly well spoken considering the rest of our conversation.
Yes, I mean, yes. That was great. Here's your gold. I'll open the chest, dump contents. Here we go.
He says, very well. Thanks. And he leans over to kind of the ledger he has on the table and kind of scribbles all the transactions that were made on it.
This place is boring.
He looks to Urus, over at you, Urus, and says, Your group, you're not what we normally see stroll through town. I have to admit I was a little startled when you first walked in. I thought I might have to defend myself, but you are actually quite nice.
Urus is different, as is group. We are good guys.
And girl.
Gundren said that it would be an unusual lot delivering the wagon, but he didn't go into specifics. But we are here, and from sunrise to sunset, if you need anything, either myself or one of my assistants can help you.
Yes, maybe help right now. Do you get your business extorted? Yes. Are you extorted?
I suppose so, yes. Yes. I assume you're talking about the red brands.
Yes.
Yeah, they're making it hard on really everyone. They're shaking down local businesses, and they're really just flouting the town master's authority. He doesn't really seem to do anything about anything.
Town.
I do know this. They do frequent the, and by they I mean the red brands, the Sleeping Giant tap house. They hang out there.
Why do the people not uproar?
Unfortunately, most of the people who came here have come here in hopes of finding gold in the river or mining or prospecting. No one here is really a fighter, and these thugs kind of wandered into town a couple of months ago and were extremely organized. Anybody that tries to stand up to them ends up drawn and quartered.
If we stop them for this town, and I just point over towards the table with the red potions. You give us 4 red potions. Yes.
I suppose I can make that deal, yes, if you can handle the red brand problem.
Okay, this is deal. Good. We will go. It is good business, and I'll just hold my hand up to and as over the counter as I can.
You going to shake his hand?
Yeah.
He reaches over and cautiously shakes your hand.
I have a question.
Yes.
How many red brands are there?
Dozens. They seem
That's
to keep coming out of the woodworks. Occasionally they will hang out at the Sleeping Giant. They roam around town. They pretty much do what they want, and the town master, as I said, he doesn't seem to do anything about it.
Maybe we kill the town master as well.
That seems a bit extreme. I mean,
Do you think...
he's not a
Is he
he's
in
not
bed
the
with
nicest man. His name is Mr. Wester, Harbin Wester. He's look, this town, it's not a refined town, as I'm sure you've noticed. We elect someone as a town every year to kind of be the town master, and somehow Wester found himself in that position. Fat, pompous old fool. Seems as though he's completely intimidated by them, has not done anything.
I wonder if they've paid him off.
It wouldn't
Right.
surprise me. With a belly as big as his, I wouldn't doubt it. Man hasn't seen
Maybe
a hard
he-
day's work in his life.
Maybe he is Red Baron or Brent.
That was my concern.
Maybe he's the heart attack assassin.
Maybe he
I don't
is.
know what you mean by that. There's an assassin in town.
Excuse
The
me?
heart.
And I get really close.
Did I hear you correctly? Did you say there's an assassin in town?
I'm looking for a heart attack assassin.
Wait, a heart attack? Is that a name? A moniker? What do you
Old
mean a
man
heart
was
attack
killed by
assassin?
heart attack. And now I'm looking for the heart attack assassin.
Are
Do
you
you know
saying
assassin?
he died of a heart attack?
The coroner said he died from a heart attack. So now I am looking for the heart attack assassin.
So Urus, his gaze goes from 10T over to you, Urus, with the most Jim expression from The Office on his face, and just looks at you and says nothing.
He attacks the heart. What don't you understand?
I aggressively grab shirt, pull him towards me. Where
Alder!
is
Alder!
the heart attack assassin?
And you see this large man run out of the back, and what's the problem here? Why are you grabbing him?
He knows where the heart attack assassin is, and he
No,
won't
let
tell
him
me.
go! And he's gonna try to pull you off of him. Are you
I
resisting?
turn around. Yes.
Okay, I need you to make a strength check. Or I'll say athletics. You can do athletics.
Cool. Apparently.
ID.
So he grabs you with some unknown strength just by the back and just pulls you off and almost pulls Barthen across the table with him, and just kind of throws you on the floor and say, "You don't mess with him."
ID.
Yes, Susan.
He is not the heart attack assassin.
Not him.
If you say so, and I let go.
Oh, the heart attack? That killed my dad.
2 victims.
You must join us in finding the heart attack assassin now.
Oh, no. I can't do that. I've got too much to do here. Unloading the wagon. That's busy work. That's hard work. Thistle, I'm coming. And he marches back through the door, and then a second later comes back out and says, "Oh, wait, Barthen, you good? You all right?" Barthen sort of dusting himself off. I'm fine. Thank you. That'll be all. Please continue unloading the wagon. Kinda
We
nods
will
and goes
avenge
back to
his
the back room.
death from the heart attack warrior.
I'm sorry I had to get aggressive with you, but
Well, you didn't have to.
anything that regards the old man just gets me all worked up.
All right. And he just goes and sits down in this chair and sort of leans back a bit and looks back over to you, Urus. The deal is still on. If you can take care of the red brand, then I'll give you those four vials for free.
Okay. Good. 10T. Let's leave. Yes.
Yes, sir.
When he says that, I'm tilting my head, looking confused again as I'm walking out the door. Why they listen to Urus like this?
So we're all heading back out into the town?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see here.
So can we actually go out there? Oh shit.
Technology. All right, let's take us back to the map of Phandalin. And so let me unveil a couple things here for you. So that you kind of know where this stuff is. There we go. I don't know why I deleted my black backgrounds for some of those, but whatever. Oh, hold on. I don't know what we're gonna do here. Back. There we go. So currently you are at Arthan's provisions here. You know, and I'll tell you what. I'll kind of go back here and say that he told you where the sleeping giant was, which is right there. So you can kind of see a few places, and in the distance you can see over here. Over here, what looks to be some sort of orchard.
Curious caster place.
Caster place.
Yeah, Lion's Head caster. The
What about it?
That is down the road. But what do we go there for?
remember boxes in the cave. The Lion's Head. Be like, hey, look, we found your stuff. Maybe let
they'll
them know.
pay us.
Maybe get free stuff.
If
Also sells weapons. Maybe, right? Maybe.
Do you think that they are working with the goblins? Maybe they gave them to them.
If we walk in and see goblins behind counter, then we know.
Good point.
Urus doubts that is the case. But are we looking for reward if we tell them we know where their stuff is? Yes?
They could pay us to go get it for them. Maybe. We could also say, yeah, we'll do it, and then never do it. Depends on how reward is.
We could see if they'd pay up front
Then
and
not,
then not do it.
Don't know about that.
Urus thinks we should one step at a time. Yes. Get information. Orchard.
Okay.
Huh?
You are the boss.
Whatever Urus says.
With
Yeah, remember, what was his name? Eldamarth Orchard?
Darren Edermath. Yes.
Drake is good at math. Okay, we go talk to him.
Okay. Orchard. Let's travel path north and then cut. Yes.
Okay, off to Orchard.
Urus, you actually should have control of the token if you want to move it however you want to go.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Urus is boss.
I can't click anything.
Let's see.
Maybe I'll try. Oh, nothing's happening. Someone
should,
moved it.
That was me. Let me check something here. Because I wanted y'all to be able to move it. Let's see. Oh. This is probably why here. There we go. Try now.
Oh, now I got it.
So you're kind of making your way through. You see more of the ruins of the old town, crumbled stones and from walls, new buildings built over the top of old ones, and eventually you come to a home that seems to have a bunch of apple trees, kind of all around it. And a small, little kind of, it seems like a pretty well kept up cottage stands before you.
Is there the door there? It's shut?
The door is there and it is shut.
I just go knock.
So after a couple of knocks, you hear some shuffling around and you hear footsteps sort of approach the door. Who is it?
Hello, Darren Edermath.
Who are you?
Urus.
Or sideshow. Remember, sideshow.
Sideshow. Yes.
And what does a sideshow want with me?
Elsa, mentioned you. Information. Yes.
You hear kind of a silence for a minute. And shortly after, the door, you hear a click as it unlocks, and then you hear footsteps walking away from the door. And then you hear, well, come in.
Okay. And I'll step back away from the door and just kind of look over at Susan.
We go in now? Okay. I
Yes.
walk in.
You walk in?
Master says it's safe. I'm going.
Okay. Anybody else going in?
I go right behind her.
Okay. Uthal?
Urus would never lead me astray.
Uthal, are you staying out?
No, I'll go right inside the door.
You going in? Okay. So you walk in, and sitting in front of you is a silver-haired elf. He seems very fit, kind of well-dressed, and it's kind of common knowledge that elves have a pretty long lifespan, but even this one kind of has some silver and gray hair. And he's just sitting in a kind of comfortable chair with his leg kind of crossed over the, one leg crossed over the other, just looking at you, and says,
Hello.
well, come on in.
I just go and I just stand in front of him, just looking at him.
If you're here to kill me, you can try, but let's go ahead and get it over with.
Why would I kill you?
No.
Nope.
So you're
You,
not here to kill me.
Know about the red bads? Yes.
The red brands.
Yes.
Maybe I do. Who might be asking?
We just
Elsa,
did.
Elsa told us to come talk to you.
We wish to stop them. Yes.
He looks over at you, Uthal. The barmaid.
Yes. She said, see you.
Goodness. You spend one night with a woman and she just gives all your secrets away.
Okay.
Whoa. Good job.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. Well, you can tell this person, again, for living as long as they do, doesn't really seem to be bothered by things that might embarrass, your everyday human. And he looks around and his gaze sort of lands over at you, Tinty, and looks you up and down and says, interesting. I have not seen a Warforged in quite some time. I didn't even know you still existed.
Most of my kind does not. The old man took me in and trained me. Do you know who the heart attack assassin is? I like to get really close to
He sort of smirks and says, unfortunately, I can't say that I do, and I'll tell you what. If I hear of this heart attack assassin, I will tell you where he is. How about that?
I'd much appreciate it. You're the first person that tried to help whatsoever, other than friends here.
And as you're talking, he seems to be like leaned into you, sort of looking at you, inspecting you. And says, well, you are just quite the lot, aren't you? What a strange collective of individuals.
We're at the sideshow.
He looks
I do
over at
wanna-
you, Susan, and says, and I'll ask kindly, and please don't take offense at this. Don't chew on the furniture, please. Thank you.
The furniture is not food. Why would I chew on it?
You never know.
I do have a quick question for you. How did you know I
Offense
was
taken.
Warforged with my disguise on?
With your disguise. I have quite the keen eye. I'm quite perceptive.
Fair enough. I think I need a new hat. I'll just kind of walk away.
You should maybe visit Barthen's Provisions. He might have a hat.
We were just there. I didn't even think of it.
Well, it's open until sundown. And you, and he looks down at you, Urus. A kobold. Out of the caves. By yourself. With a lizard folk. And he looks over at you, Uthal. And whatever you are...
I just lean against the wall.
Why would you say Urus is by himself if he has us? He is not by himself.
I've had my fair share of adventures, I'll tell you that. And, please, Urus, was it?
Yes.
Take no offense here, but, I have killed several of your kind. And in my studies, you do not normally go outside of your clans often.
Kobolds stick together. Better to fight. Pack tactics. Yes. Also, most kobold dick. Urus not.
I would have to agree that, yes, most kobold are indeed dick. And you, Mr. Dark and Brooding over there in the corner. What exactly are you?
I am a. My name is Yutho. I am a big man. I am, yes.
Yes, I
I
see that,
smash.
but where are you from?
I am from the Hills. The Hills. I was member of clan. Clan is no more. Now I travel and wander.
Huh. Quite the, impressive specimen you are.
Yes.
Are you from the north?
I am from the mountains.
Interesting.
This is not interesting, but okay.
I spent most of my time down south at the Dragon Coast.
Did you fight dragons?
I have encountered them. Never have I fought one. I am not an idiot.
That is exciting.
It indeed was. Now, lastly, you. And he seems to be looking over at you, Susan, and then also glancing to make sure that you didn't chew on his couch. And looks back at you. A lizard folk. Are you not most well known for raiding cities and eating people?
I mean... So? Is there a question in this?
That was my question, yes. Is that not what your people are known for?
Not necessarily, but I mean... What of it?
Susan, you one of the.
I might eat one of the red people, or all of them. Is that a problem?
Actually, no. That would be, quite the solution. It's high time someone dealt with these red brands, and, to be honest, I'm not quite up for the task these days. We'll just say my adventuring days are long behind me, and I came here to try and find some peace and refuge in a town that's not filled with vagrants and criminals, only to have our town overtaken by Red Brand thugs. I'd like to see someone like the lot of you teach them a lesson.
Like, eat them.
If that is what you'd prefer, then sure.
Maybe that's what we should do. We should make a spectacle of it. We capture one, throw a town fair. I eat it as a warning to all the rest. You leave us alone, or Susan eats you. My work.
That sounds great on paper, or parchment, rather. But I will say a couple of maybe key issues with that plan.
Sure.
First of all, the folks here, although not the refined folk you would find in Waterdeep or Neverwinter, but still not quite used to seeing, let's just say, non-humans interacting in a non-violent way.
The sideshow.
Here in Phandalin.
The sideshow, yes.
Second of all, any large gathering would have to be cleared by the town master, and I'm fairly sure that fat bastard is too cowardly to do anything about it, and if you were to outwardly display aggression towards them, then undoubtedly he knows that would end with him hanging from a tree. Perhaps a more subtle approach. Perhaps we could cut off the head of the snake, as they say.
I kind of
There's the snake again. Oris, you spoke of the snake before.
Yes, we take its head.
This pet snake must be very dangerous.
ID10T, I have to agree. They've spoken of the snake now twice.
Who is leader? What's his name?
I don't know his real name, but what I can tell you is that he goes by the name Glassstaff. And the Red Brands seem to fear him and obey him without question.
Glass.
I guess we just must break the glass.
They said he is a wizard. Yes.
Funny name.
I have not
Glass break easy.
I have not seen him myself, but that seems to be the general consensus, is that he's some sort of magic user. Now, I have seen my fair share of magic users, and I have seen those who are very adept at it. But unfortunately, the town here just doesn't have the resources to deal with a small army of Red Brand thugs led by a magic user. It just doesn't seem to be in the cards. There aren't enough people here able to fight, and from what I understand, they've holed themselves up in the ruins of the Tressendar Manor up on the hill.
Tunnel? Tunnel, boy said, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of any tunnel, but I suppose there could be some tunnel somewhere. It is on a large hill. I just know that I've seen them coming and going on the main path up to the ruins of the manor.
Do you know how many there are? How many are in army?
It's hard to say exactly, but I've seen at least 2-3 dozen. Now, they don't
Yikes.
always stay here in town. They run the town, but they come and go. They have some sort of operation or dealings with other people. Honestly, I just try to keep my head down low and avoid any contact with them. I came here to retire, for God's sakes.
Do you know of anyone who could join us in our rebellion? Do you have berets?
No berets here. No berets, unfortunately.
Do you think the good store will have berets? We should have asked.
Perhaps. This is more of a trading town, so if someone were to come in and, say, trade berets for, I don't know, flour or food, perhaps. That would be either at Barthen's Provisions, or if you can get in good with Laline, maybe the Lion Shield Coster. She doesn't deal with just anyone, though.
She seems to deal with the red brand.
I don't believe so.
Who does she deal with?
If she does, it's purely out of necessity, just like the rest of the town.
We'll
Everyone
go talk.
saw what happened to the woodcarver, and after that, no one dared step up to them.
Maybe they should have just poisoned them in their ale.
Fear is a powerful weapon, my friend.
That's a human emotion. I know
And
not
this
of.
town is mostly human, yes?
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know. That's, I mean, I guess good for them. Or maybe not good.
We get them to join the sideshow.
I doubt it, but what I can say is this. If you were to find a way to eliminate the red brands, what's left of them would surely scatter.
You want to join the sideshow?
I'm sorry, you're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Did you want to join sideshow? Help us topple ruler.
He says, maybe 100 years ago or so, I would have been up to the task, but he kind of taps on his knee and says, ever since I took an arrow to the knee, I've not been the same.
How old are you?
I've sort of lost track now, but I guess I must be closing in on 300 at this point.
Okay. That's alright.
So you
I'm just
want
kidding
red
about
brand.
the arrow in the knee. My knee just sucks.
You want red brands gone, yes?
I would very much like the red brands gone, and if you can do that, I might even have some follow-up work for you that could be lucrative.
Okay. We will go to the Costin. Costin? Blue Lion. Yes.
Yes. You could go see Laline. She's nice, but she doesn't deal with just anyone.
Is there passcode? Is there we're friend of you?
You could, I suppose, drop my name, but I don't know how much good that would do you. Last time we spoke, it wasn't on the best of terms.
It is, okay. Utho, Urus has ability to deal with, people that do not cooperate. Yes.
Let me ask, what is your business with Laline at the Coster?
To get more, information on Red Brand. Yes.
Don't worry, we won't try and bang her like you bang everyone.
He sort of chuckles and says, well, when you've lived as long as I have, sure, that's fair. But
Is it legendary what you do?
I can tell you this. Laline will not be able to share much more than I could with you. I doubt she even knows as much as I do. You may, however, be able to get some information out of one of the red brands themselves. Typically around midday or so, they frequent the Sleeping Giant Inn. If you were able to, say, I don't know, subdue one, you could probably pry some information from him.
I pull out my axe. You know, Tom can be very persuasive.
I'm sure he can, and Tom seems like a swell gentleman.
Okay. We will go talk to Red Brands at the Giant. Yes?
Okay.
That would be my next move, but just know, it's going to be dangerous.
It is, okay. Everyone here loves, bloodshed. Yes. Except Urus.
Let me ask you this. Excuse me. Do you know where the Stonehill Inn is?
We do.
Yes, someone pointed it out, I think I remember.
It is where we slept. Yes.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Then you know it
Yeah.
well. Head back
was a
towards the
joke.
Stonehill End. The Stonehill End. In and head east on the road. It should be the third or fourth building on the left. It's a large, black-roofed building. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Perfect, that's great. I am Wanderer, so I know how settlements are laid out after you tell me.
Thank you, Edermath.
You can call me Darren.
Darren. Thank you, Darren.
Yes.
You are quite welcome. And again, if you succeed, and you drive them out of here, you can come see me again. I may have some more work for you.
I'll walk out.
And he sort of just waves. Good luck,
Have-
and I hope you are successful, because I'm tired of dealing with them. And doesn't even bother to kind of get up out of his chair as you leave. So, heading back out into the city?
Mhm.
Okay.
I guess while we're there, we could talk about this. Urus has never gathered information with a group before, so preferences on getting info? Yes?
Everyone seems very unhelpful.
Susan, you must use tact. People respond well to kindness, and sometimes meanness. Susan always uses meanness.
Sometimes a great axe at your throat is also a good way to spill what you know.
Yes. Meanness may be technique for Red Brand coming up. Yes.
Right. Maybe not the best to lead with, but is an option. Should we go to Castor Place or no? Lion Shield. Don't they sell weapons? Did somebody say that? Am I making this up? I forget.
Do we?
Uh,
Who needs?
So, Darren seemed to imply that, I'd say with the information that you gathered from talking with Barthen and Darren, that the Lion Shield probably does have weapons, but they don't deal with just random people necessarily walking in unless there is something to barter with or some good reason for them to do business with you.
Maybe we tell them about boxes and caves. Then we become members. Then we own Lion Shield.
Utho wants to go to Lion Shield? Yes.
Not the time. Not right now, but it would be cool to own a building.
Okay. So, preference in dealing with? No?
No.
Okay. Urus will try to talk then. Yes?
I will be nice.
Is-
This
As-
might not be nice time, Susan, but
You
maybe-
just said to be nice.
no, it is, I'll start looking real.
Master said to be nice. Now
Sometimes-
Master says don't be nice.
Nice is good, but bad is also good, but, nice, normally, circumstances, yes. And I'll just walk.
As we're rolling up, is there anybody like just like on guard out front? Are there people
So
posted up?
Are we headed to the Lion Shield Coster?
No, we're at the Sleeping Giant.
You're going to the Sleeping Giant. Okay. Outside, you do not see anything now.
Are there guards like across the street?
Give me one moment. There doesn't seem to be any guards standing around, but I will read you the description here real quick. So once you arrive at this place, it looks very run down. It's dirty. It's a very stark contrast to what you saw at the Stonehill Inn. Even though the Stonehill Inn wasn't it wasn't a 5-star hotel by any means. This does not look like any kind of inn, just so much a run down kind of watering hole, I guess you could say. But nobody seems to be standing outside.
Nobody is watching us go in. At least right here. Should we all go in? Should I stay outside? What you
I
think?
was just about to ask you that.
I'll go in. Yes. More
All of us?
intimidating.
Okay.
Immediately. Yes.
Actually, probably good to stay together.
Urus will try to talk, but if Redbrand is very mean, will simply motion to you lot to be look meaner. Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to do a call or like a sign, like a call, or like the sun is in the sky, or like a code word?
No. See, and I'll walk up to him and start looking like I'm about to go into a ton of details. Urus goes in and talks to Redbrand person. We'll say, "Are you Redbrand? Why? Tell me about your place." And they will probably be Dick. And when they Dick, Urus will go, "Oh, you Dick? Well, look at this." And I will motion to you all to walk up, and you all behind Urus. And if he's still Dick, then he talk to Tom and Susan's mouth. And
Yes.
10 bow. Yes.
What is the code word for we're done talking?
Oh, for Tom?
Yeah, Tom time. What does that word? We all fight. What is that?
Hashtag Tom Time, everybody.
Hashtag. Put it on shirts.
If they run or draw weapon, yes.
Okay. That's not exciting, but okay.
I will go inside.
Okay, so Urus, you're going inside alone?
No,
No,
I'll
I'll
go.
go with everybody.
Oh, everybody's going in. Okay. Alrighty. So, walking through the main doors, you see. Let me go back here. That the inside of this place is just this ramshackle tap room, and you see there are 4 human ruffians kind of lingering around the room, a couple sitting on a table, a couple at the bar, and just sort of leaning around. They're all wearing these grimy kind of scarlet cloaks, and as you enter, their sullen stares sort of turn and are fixed on you as you approach. And one of the thugs sort of stands up from the bar and turns around and spits on the floor. Well, here's a whole pack of little puppies. What do you want, little puppies? You come here to bark at us?
Yes, Urus wishes to bark. You bark as well, yes? This is talk. Yes?
Not exactly, and he sort of takes a step forward towards you. If you know what's good for you, you might as well just turn on around and walk out the... Wait a second. You're those new people in town been snooping around, asking about us, yeah?
We are sideshow.
At that point, you see one of the barmaids off to the side sort of turn and walk very swiftly around here, open a little section of the bar that opens up, go behind, and then disappear into the back room. There's a kind of a surly-looking dwarf woman behind the bar that just sort of... Oh boy, here we go.
I'll just turn to the group. Urus wished to talk, but he was Dick real fast. So I guess maybe kill 3, keep 1 alive. Yes? I just say that loudly.
Yeah. One second. How does the doors behind us open? Do they swing in? Are they just like
they
bar
swing in.
doors?
Yeah, they
Like
swing
the,
in.
like the western doors that are like this big?
No, they're
Or-
not. No, they're not. They
They're doors.
So let me see. I'll put you out there just so you can kind of see. I thought I had
Sure.
exploration on, but basically
Yeah,
they're
that's
just
fine.
a set of double doors that go in.
Urus, are you ready?
Yes. Plan was bad. I guess. Kill and capture. Yes. And I'll just hold my hand out towards
Hold on.
one of them that wasn't even talking and just
Hold
start
on 1 second.
Well, but I have a
Hold
shot.
on 1 second.
Hmm?
Hold on 1 second. Alright.
What are you just standing there for?
I'm gonna walk forward. I'm gonna grab this table and I'm gonna barricade the doors.
You gonna move the
Just
table?
like shove it. Yeah, shove it at an angle on the handles. Like just
Okay. Make an athletics check with advantage.
Alright. You said athletics?
Uh huh. Okay.
Oh.
You managed to pick up this table with no problem, and actually, 1 second, and actually move it against the door. And the two chairs kind of fall over to the side here.
Okay, we will talk now.
Oh, the
Okay,
little
Urus.
pup's got a bark to him, does he?
It's all you, Urus.
Oh, yes.
And one
we
kind of
killed
jumps up on a table, and as he jumps up there, he pulls out a mace, and just sort of is kind of hammering it in his palm.
Oh, that was that. That is signal. Yes.
Is that signal? Is that signal? Are you ready?
I will point to that one as well. Do not kill that one. Yes,
Okay, cool.
right there.
What? Oh, don't kill him. Okay.
I'm gonna
I need
lunge.
everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah. That diplomacy went great.
Make sure to select your character when you do it
Oh,
before
yeah,
you click
shit.
initiative.
I rolled beforehand. Oh, you got me.
Bear with me. I'm a little slow here.
Let's see, 10T, I'll add you manually.
Okay. I thought I did it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better be.
Did mine work? No, I think I'm.
Yes, yours did. You rolled a 5.
It's on the list. Okay, yeah. it
Yep,
is.
you're in the list. And there's Susan. I'll add 10T real quick with an 18. And sending. All right, Uthal, you have just barred the door shut with an entire table, and you are actually up first. As this happens, you see the dwarf behind the bar sort of roll her eyes and then very calmly just walk through the back door, and then you hear the back door just lock. You hear like a heavy deadbolt lock behind it.
Okay, great. I did door because no distractions. And I will, like, lunge towards this guy. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, you are very ugly and it makes me mad. And so I will go into a rage.
Oh,
and
here
I
we
will...
go.
And then I will attack him with my great axe.
Okay. That is going to hit. As you
Ooh.
come across his chest with your great axe for 6 slashing damage.
Nice.
And you hear him go, "Oh, damn it, the bastard got me!" Is that in your turn?
That will end my turn.
10T, you're up.
Can I, like, open that little latch at the end of the bar?
You can.
All right.
It's gonna be difficult terrain to go through that space, so it'll be 10 feet of your movement to go through that space.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna get behind the bar, and I'm gonna maximum power to the one standing on top of the table.
This
with
one
my
here?
bow. Correct.
Okay. Oh, that's definitely gonna hit.
Ooh, wow, nice.
As your
Very nice.
bow just sinks directly into his side, into it, like right into his gut, and you see him kind of spit up blood, but still standing.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. Let me, I've got to fix Susan's health bar so everybody can see it all the time. All right, that's going to bring us to the thug that's right in front of you, Uthal, who is going to take a swing at you with his mace. That's going to be an 8 to hit, which I know misses, but then he
Not
follows
today.
up with a secondary attack, which you deflect away with your great axe. And then he sort of has this look of fear a little bit in his eyes. These pups have a little bit of bark in them after all, boys! Don't hold back! And that's going to bring us to this one, who is going to, let's see, 5, and kind of jump the bar and come try to attack you, 10T, which is going to be a 15 to hit.
Misses.
All right, which he will
Nice.
follow up with a secondary swing, which is also going to miss as you actually parry his mace with your bow itself, and his mace kind of goes crashing into the back of the wall there. And that will bring us to this thug in the back, who is going to actually pull out a heavy crossbow and take aim at you, Urus. And it's going to be a 12.
Oh, well, never mind. I was going to ask if I would be considered half covered since I'm small and the chair is maybe half my height along with the table.
Gotta
have an aim down. right?
At the moment, I'll say no, since you didn't say that you were gonna try to kind of take cover behind the table.
Okay. But that would miss anyhow.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Susan, you're up.
I'm gonna walk up to this Joe Schmo here.
Okay, he does have the high ground.
Oh, he's on the table?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'll just take my great axe then and try and chop his legs off.
Okay.
I'm gonna two-hand jam it. And of course
Okay.
I miss.
He sees you running up with the axe, going to take a swing at him, and as you swing, he actually does a straight-up Gaston jump off the table as your axe goes underneath him, and he kind of lands and sneers at you.
What a jerk. Okay.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to bring us to his turn, at which point he is going to try and make a counterattack at you with his mace, which is going to miss, but he's going to follow up with a backhand. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That's my AC.
So you will take 4 bludgeoning damage as he clocks you right in the shoulder.
Jerk.
Urus.
Okay.
I am going to cast a guiding bolt at the one Uthal is engaged with. And thanks to my pack tactics, I think I have advantage on it.
Pack tactics, if a creature is... Yep, within 5 feet. So yes, you have
Nice.
advantage.
Oh,
That's going to be 11, which is going to barely hit.
Hey, man,
oh shit.
So
14. Woof.
this bolt of light just goes flying through, and actually as it connects with this thug, you see it sort of envelop his body, and you see light sort of emanate from his eyes, and smoke sort of come out of that, and he just falls to the ground, completely lifeless, and he is dead. Does that end your turn?
I'll yell out real quick. Urus just wanted to talk first. Went straight to dick.
All right, that will bring us to Uthal.
I will jump over this guy, and I'll run up to this cat, and I will say "Wah, wah," because I'm still mad, and I will smash him. And I'm gonna do my new attack. I'm gonna do a reckless. So I'll attack with advantage, and then anybody who attacks me has advantage as well in turn.
Okay.
Let's do this.
That
I didn't need to
definitely
anyways.
hits. And when you run up
shit.
and swing at this guy, he tries to dodge but makes the wrong move, the wrong decision, and your axe actually completely goes through his neck and decapitates him. His body, the force of it sends his body against the wall, blood splattering on the wall, but he is completely dead.
Decapitated.
Tom is a good talker. 25, 30. I will end my turn.
Okay. That will bring us to 10T.
With this one directly in front of me, I'll just say, "Oh, so you want to get close and personal?" And I'll pull out my 2 short swords.
Okay.
And go a slash.
Do it. Oh, that's definitely gonna hit. As you come across his face, and you just slice a nice gash across the middle of his face, but he still seems to be kind of woozy, but standing.
And then I'll come back with my other one
Okay.
and try to slash him up.
That one he's sort of ready for and parries off with his mace.
Okay. And then I'll end my...
Okay, and he is going to attempt to do what he can to counterattack you. And he's going to multi-attack and swing twice at you. The first one is for 20 and does 5 damage. And the second one is 23.
Oof.
And will do 3 damage. For a total of 8 damage. And as he does, he kind of spits out some blood and he says, "I'm not dying without a fucking fight." That will bring us to this one, who's going to take a swing down at you, Susan, with a multi-attack. It's going to be an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and that's
You
going to
got
be
me.
7 damage and then 16 to hit.
Second one does not hit.
Okay, so he manages to kind of clock you over the head with the first attack, but the second one you just put up your weapon just in defense, and it does happen to stop his attack there. And that will bring his turn, but that brings us to your turn, Susan.
Again, I'm gonna try and like chop his feet off or something. It doesn't hit again.
He manages to jump, but this time he kind of stumbles to the side and then back over again. That's going to bring us to you, Urus.
I will move over towards the counter and jump on top of it and kind of squat down. 10T, you have this one. Yes, subdue him. Yes. And I will use the help action for his next turn.
Okay. All right, Uthal.
Remembering the game plan, I will jump up on the table. And then I'm just gonna reckless attack this guy.
Okay.
You're next.
Okay, so that's with advantage, correct?
Yeah, it's with advantage.
All right, so that is going to connect. And when you do, your axe kind of comes down and just kind of finds itself right in the side of his skull, and you have to kind of pry it out. And his body goes limp off the side of the table and falls onto the floor lifeless.
How much speed was that to jump up on the table?
I would say in this kind of situation, it wouldn't have been any kind of difficult terrain necessarily.
Okay. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll hop this and then just kind of stand there.
Okay.
End of turn.
All right, 10T.
Remembering the plan as well, I'd like to try to tackle this guy down and kind of hold him down.
Okay, you're gonna make an athletics check
And I'm helping him. That's advantage, yeah?
with advantage. Yep.
Nice.
Which is gonna be a 17. He's gonna try to contest that, which he does. Manage to wiggle free, but is now prone on the ground.
I'll end my.
Let's see, what's a good prone icon? We'll do this one, the boot. And it's gonna bring us to his turn. He's gonna drop his weapon. And put his hands up and say, "All right. I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn. I was a dick. I was mean. I apologize. Please don't kill me. Please don't cut me in half. Don't let him cut me in half." And he looks back at Uthal, who's literally foaming at the mouth. And that's gonna bring us out of combat.
This one gives up. Good.
As you see, we can be very persuasive.
Indeed, you can. Yes, I see that. Very persuasive.
You are Redbrand. Yes.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. If that's what you would like me to be, yes.
Okay, good. Your leader is Glass something? Glass. Wizard?
Yes, his name is Glassstaff. He has a. I know it's a bit on the nose. Speaking of nose, do you think can you? I'm bleeding a lot from my face region here. Can you maybe help? I'd be more inclined to tell you some more if maybe my face wasn't all blood.
I'll kind of look over at Susan.
What?
Should
At least hand me a rag, something.
Redbrand will talk later. Yes, we kill you too. Hold on, please. Sorry. Yes.
What? No, not kill.
Urus,
No.
do you want me to bite his nose off? Maybe it won't bleed so much then. I can
It'll
eat
bleed.
his
It'll
nose.
definitely bleed more. Then don't put the lizard lady at me. Come on, have
Losing
a little
track.
compassion. I don't know what that accent was.
Okay. Urus will help. Yes, and I'll lean forward and use. Where is it? Because it's a weird ability. Healing Light, which is my unique Warlock heal, which should heal him for, I believe, a D6.
Urus, why would you help him? Susan is hurt. Who cares about him?
You have a good heart. I appreciate it. How much did that heal for?
Roll the dice you spend, add them together, restore number of hit points. I'm using 1 dice, so that should be 1d6 plus my charisma modifier.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
So I heal him for 2.
So you heal for 2?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you see his wound on his face close up ever so slightly, just enough to stop bleeding. It still looks real bad, though. He says, "All right. You've got a good soul. I can tell you have a good soul, and for that, and also, if you don't kill me, I'm happy to help. I won't tell anything to anybody. All right, and then I'll just leave. I'll go back to Waterdeep."
Okay. Yes. Good. So glass person.
Yes, Glassstaff. It's on the nose, but it's because he has a staff and it's made of glass. And he knows magic. So that's pretty much that. But I can tell you, look, if you're looking for him, He's at our place. It's at the Tressendar Manor. It's up on the hill. Have you seen it?
Yes.
All right. You're gonna go into the manor, into the ruins. There's a door that leads down to the cellar. You go down there and you'll find him. His chambers are on the western end of the area of the cellar.
Okay. We will probably go to him. Yes, but first, more questions.
Right.
How many are there?
Uthal, what?
Ask how many there are.
How many are there?
It can change from day to day, but if I had to take a guess, 10, 11, maybe.
Okay.
But something you should know, not included in that number, we don't really know what it is, except some sort of hideous eye monster. The part of the cellars, there's a place where there was a cave in, and there's just a crevasse, right? And in that crevasse, there's some sort of eye monster, and it eats people, but it also kind of fucks with the head, Like, it talks to you, like, without its mouth.
Sounds delightful.
This is Glass person's pet? Yes, or
Oh, no. Well, maybe. I don't know. They feed people to it sometimes.
Is a warlock? Would I have heard anything about something like this, or know anything about this?
Not necessarily this in particular, no. You know that there are, from his description, you know that there are creatures, a handful of creatures that can communicate telepathically, but you wouldn't be able to, based on that description, you wouldn't be able to tell what creature that might be.
Are most red brands like you? You see us for the first time and dick immediately.
That's the orders. All right, look. All right, I'm gonna be real honest with you, all right? Not everyone knows this, but there's this weird guy, girl, I don't know, some figure, he calls himself the Black Spider. Look, he hired us, all right? He hired us in Glassstaff to frighten off anybody, adventurers, whoever that was coming into the town, intimidate the locals. He didn't tell us why. Look, he sent bugbears and goblins to reinforce the area, give extra muscle, but we don't know why. We don't want to work with goblins and bugbears. They stink. But, Glassstaff's the boss, and apparently the Black Spider's his boss, so we just do what we're told so we don't get fed to the eye monster.
Other questions? Anybody? No?
How did he recruit you?
Money.
Did he go to where you're from, Waterdeep or wherever, or?
Yeah, apparently this Black Spider, its legs are quite long, if you know what I mean.
Not great joke.
Right. Sorry.
Is it an actual spider, or are they a person?
Maybe both. I don't know. No one that I know's ever met him or seen him. Only Glassstaff.
And do you know why they hired people, or no, you don't know that either?
Oh, I'm just a muscle.
Muscle, yes.
Clearly not mud.
Right, I suppose.
Okay.
I have no
Then
more questions.
We visit Glassstaff and avoid crevasse with talking eye. Yes. Information is good. You are okay red brand.
I appreciate that. You're all very kind, and I appreciate the hospitality, and also not cutting me in half like you did to Steve over there.
I'll lean in real close, and I'll say, "Are you really going to Waterdeep?" And I'll get like right up on him. It's like
I will leave
peer
immediately.
into his soul. Does he seem believable, or am I?
You can make an insight check.
I would love to make an insight check.
11. He seems like he's mostly telling the truth. And as you sort of stare into his soul, he says, "All right, maybe I won't go meet. I just wanted one. Look, it's been a day, right? It's been maybe one more drink. One more drink, and then we'll go."
Oris sees no problem with this.
Maybe someone could buy me a drink. You know, you did slash me face open, and I gave you a bunch of great information.
No. Your gift was life. More valuable.
Right. That's fair enough. Look, I'll have a drink, and then I'm off to Waterdeep. I promise.
If we catch you again, we will set you on fire in front of all of the town.
That seems fair. I would very much like to not be on fire. So yes, you will not see me again. I promise.
Okay. I'll just point. Go.
I say we kill him.
But the one ale. We said the one ale, right?
Oh, ale it.
I say Tom serves him an ale. I don't trust him.
He gets up very slowly, and he. let me go back here.
Loose End is his name.
He gets up very slowly, and he like does that very careful, like awkward squeeze through between you and Susan, and
Yeah,
he just
don't budge.
He walks over to the rack of alcohol over there and just grabs one and just takes it and holds it up and says, "To long life and prosperity, yes?"
I think he could rally his army and kill us in manner.
And he has the bottle and he's just very cautiously walking and just watching you like, I'm going to Waterdeep. I promise.
I don't believe him.
There's a table in the way.
Yes.
Could
There
you
is.
help? Maybe. I would very much like to leave. That's all I want.
We will move table when we're ready to leave.
Right. And he just walks over to this chair and just sits in it with the bottle and just starts drinking from it.
So should we leave him or what?
Urus thinks he is too scared now. Also, he will not rally, but if he did, we are big strongs, yes?
We're big strong against 4, but 11?
We
It's
will
a lot more than 4.
Are
deal
y'all
with
saying this out loud?
Yes.
They're all spread out around the whole place. It's not like, you know, you're gonna go in and there's just like 20 red brands looking at you, right? You handle it the right way, you'll be fine. I mean, I see what you did to this place.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to him. Uthal, please get table ready. Yes? And I'll just walk
Okay.
up to the guy and look at him for a second. So you are not lying. Yes, you will leave, not tell other red brands. Yes?
I won't tell me own mum.
Okay. I am gonna cast
Ha!
Friends on him.
What's up, stuff? What's up, Tinty?
I know I walked out for a moment. Did we ask him about the tunnel?
He told us about
No.
the entrance at the mansion that leads down there, I believe.
To a cellar, but not a tunnel.
Nobody asked about tunnel now.
Yeah, no one asked tunnel specifically. So after casting friends on him, I want to kind of do a... Insight is considered charisma, isn't it?
No.
Insight is wisdom, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Hold on, I can tell you. Insight.
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah, it's wisdom, yeah.
Okay, in that case, I would like to double down, persuade him that it's in his best interest to just leave without talking to anyone else, just to be sure.
Okay, is this, do I need to, if he's resisting this, do I need to make any kind of roll?
If he's resisting, yeah. Or if he just
Okay.
auto believes that that's your call.
He doesn't resist at all.
Okay. All right.
I
good.
promise I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home and help me mom and me dad. They own a bakery in Waterdeep, and I'm gonna go make muffins. That's what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life, and you can bet your bottom dollar on it. And if you ever come to Waterdeep, you just come to Tom's Muffins, okay? Because my name is Tom.
They named the bakery after you?
Well, I mean, no, but you just come in and ask for Tom.
Okay.
Something does not add up right.
No relation to the weapon of death that your friend was swinging around here, who was also named Tom. Two things can have the same name.
He is okay to go. Yes.
If boss says so, boss is right.
If you say so.
Right. So, the table, right?
Yes.
Uthal, will you move
Yes,
it?
I guess I'll move the table.
Okay, you move the table.
I'll
just
like
kinda out of the
swing
way.
it. I'll swing it back towards his direction on purpose, but not trying to hit him.
Right.
Just
And he just sort of looks at it like, you've got some biceps. You maybe make more money in the strongman competition than adventuring. It's less dangerous, too. Right, well, I'll be going now. Thank you all for not murdering me.
I'll follow him out.
All right, let's, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and we're outside. All right. He kind of goes and pulls off his ratty red scarf and he just throws it on the ground. He's like, I'm done with this shit. I've seen enough. Look, they said, here's some money, go intimidate the locals, you get some drinks at the bar. I'm not here to get my face slashed up by a giant man with an axe with my name, and a couple of reptilian people who are in here cutting our people in half. Poor Steve, he won't have the wits about him to do anything again. His head, it's somewhere in there. And then there's a bloody robot. I ain't seen a robot before. I heard the stories. And he's saying all this like as he's like walking off, so it's kind of fading off as he's going off into the distance until you see him disappear behind a building.
I'm gonna go back over to the counter and hop it ahead of the door and just give it a knock. Dwarf lady.
What do you want? We don't want any more trouble.
Trouble is dead and also went to start a bakery. Yes.
What in the bloody hell are you talking about?
Your bar, it is damaged. Yes, a little. You would like to look?
You hear the door unlock and creak open, and you see this woman sort of peer out from behind the door, and you see her eyes immediately just go super wide as all the blood and like tables and chairs are knocked around everywhere. What What
Oh.
the bloody hell did you do to my bar?
Sorry, I'll put the table back.
Red Brand wanted to fight, so we had to fight. Yes.
I told him to take the shit outside. Those damn the red brands don't ever listen.
Yes. They refuse to go outside. Yes.
Did one of... Wait a minute. Did one of them leave?
Yes, to start a bakery.
It was Tom, wasn't it?
Yes.
He took my last good battle... Not my last good bottle of ale. Damn it. All right. Well, I suppose that's fine. Can I get you a drink?
No. We need to go. But now reaching in my pocket as I'm walking up to her. One, maybe gold helps? Yes. And I'll just hold it up.
Her eyes, like, light up. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be great.
What will
Okay.
happen to their bodies?
We'll figure something out.
Gold
Do we
will
want
pay
to?
to
Do we
move
want
on.
to search them? See if they got anything.
Yes. Yes. I'd immediately jump over to this one and start searching.
Looking through their pockets, I would say collectively they had about 50 silver.
Okay.
And then each of them had a mace, and then one of them had a heavy crossbow.
Out of character. Uthor, are you keeping tabs on the chest money?
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna add 50 silver to it.
Yep.
What else did you say they had?
Mace and a crossbow.
Yeah, one heavy crossbow. One of them had a heavy crossbow, and then they all had a single-handed mace.
Okay. Who can carry all of this? Will it fit in chest? Maybe.
Will it fit in the chest?
It
The
will
mace
what
should.
fit in the chest?
The mace and the crossbow?
I would say the mace would. The crossbow would probably be a bit too wide.
Crossbow, maybe. No.
Who can carry crossbow?
Do we need the crossbow?
Could sell it.
Money. Yes.
I can hold on to it if we need to. Okay. I'll go grab the crossbow.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right,
cool.
10T picks up the crossbow. You can add that to your inventory. 10T.
Through equipment, correct?
Yes.
Urus could maybe get 50 gold for a crossbow. Yes.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay.
Crossbow hand, crossbow heavy, crossbow light.
Crossbow heavy.
It's just a basic looking mace.
Yeah, nothing crazy about it. Just a one-handed mace.
Or say
Basically a
something.
glorified baseball bat.
Or say something cool about Sideshow was here.
Sideshow is here again. And leaving
Good
now.
one.
Yes. Dwarf lady. What is
Aye.
name?
My name,
Yes.
Grista Stonebottom.
Krista. Okay.
Grista.
Grista.
10T audibly kind of giggles.
What is your robot friend laughing at over there? Is your bar covered in blood? I don't think so. Do you even have a bar? I doubt it. This is my business, my livelihood.
okay.
You come
we
in
leave-
here, you cover it with blood. There's a head on that table.
We are going. Yes. Goodbye.
I
Grista.
appreciate the gold.
Sideshow
It's gonna
was
take
here.
all day to clean this
Sing
up.
myself out.
I'm just gonna go.
You hear her yelling just still continuously all the way out until you're back out on the city streets.
Well, that went pretty well.
Yes. Who is ready to go to mansion? Yes, or wounded?
Wounded. Wounded.
Yes, maybe a short rest before we go and kill more.
Yes, short rest.
Maybe, as well as maybe we can ask the little boy where that tunnel is.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't know if it'd be wise to just walk right in.
We could look for tunnel ourselves, maybe? Yes? It must be on the, and I'll point up the hills leading to the mansion, on the side somewhere. If we go around, surely we find it. Yes?
Yeah, he could tell us what side of the manor it is.
Would it take longer to ask a boy than just look ourselves, though? Yes?
Unless if it's hard to find it, not over there. He could tell us exactly where it is.
I guess if a young boy could find it, it shouldn't be hard for us to.
I mean, I'm okay. If you want to take breather, I can talk to boy and get answer.
I'm hurt.
Okay. We go around the bar and wait.
I'm hurt, I said.
And wait, hold on. Urus gains his spells when he rests, so should use spells now?
That is good idea, yes.
Yes. Susan, and I'll just put my hand on her shin and cast Cure Wounds.
Nice.
I will as well use Cure Wounds on myself.
Thank you, Urus. Thank you. I feel much better.
Tintin knows magic. Yes. Wait. Tintin knows stupid magic. No. Did Orb talk to you?
No. I just woke up and found out if I concentrate hard enough, I can make myself feel better.
Through the power of positive thinking.
Sorry.
Yep.
All right, so we're just kind of taking a short rest.
Yeah, we're gonna hang here while Lethal Ghost talks to Boy.
Yeah, I'll go back to the inn.
Okay.
I'll roll my hit
Then
dice.
I will take you back to inn. 1 second. Alrighty, so you find yourself back in the Stonehill Inn.
Yes,
and that same gentleman is still sitting in the same spot.
I'll be right back while this is going on.
Okay.
What has he got in front of him?
A couple of empty mugs and then one half-full mug of ale.
Is he just sloshed?
It's hard to tell.
All right.
You hear that same dog outside the Stonehill Inn.
That's
still
okay.
barking out there. Mr. Stonehill sees you coming in and says, "Ah, yes, the carnival. How goes the preparations for the the carnival?"
Yes, the sideshow. Well,
Sideshow, yes.
Well, we had a private party, and it went pretty well. We will probably have more private parties soon.
Yes.
Yes. But I was here to ask Pip about that tunnel.
My boy.
He mentioned, lean in, trying to whisper, but at full voice. He talked to us about the secret tunnel, maybe to Manor.
Yeah, he told me the same thing. But look, I don't want to drag my family into this. It's too dangerous. But truth be told, from what I understand, it wasn't Pip that found the tunnel. It was his friend, Carp. One of the Alderleaf's son.
Okay. We don't want to make him show us. We just want to know what side it was, so we can look without him. Be safe.
Give me a moment. I'll go talk to him. He's in the back. I'm willing to help what I can, but
Right.
my family comes first.
Of course.
So he walks back in the back room. And he's gone for, I don't know, probably, maybe about 5 minutes or so. The time goes by, it feels like fairly slowly, but he comes back out, and he says, if you're looking for specifics, you'll probably have to talk to Carp himself, and you'll have a tough time doing that. Colleen, she's not the friendliest person, but apparently what I do know is it was in the woods south of the... well, hold on, let me check. Hold on. And he sticks his head back in, sticks his head back into the door. Then he comes back up. No, it's the woods to the north of the hill. I don't know exactly where, and apparently it's pretty well hidden.
Okay. That is good. And then where could I find Pip's friend?
The Alderleaf Farm. It's at the south end of town.
Alderleaf.
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 Okay. I will let them know that the All-Leaf Farm is where we can find Pip's friend. And we will discuss it as a group, and we will go from there.
All right.
Thank you. And this is good bar. It is much better than other place.
Well,
Less.
I try to run a tight ship here. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Also, you could always check the town master's hall as well. You could maybe find something out in there. Matter of fact, I think that's where Mr. Hallwinter went.
And what is this? You said
The town master's hall.
Town Manure's area. Okay. Where would I find
that's
this?
It. It's actually just across the street to the south. It's a big red building with a bell tower on top. Can't miss it.
Perfect. I will remember everything in perfect detail and relay it.
All right.
Thank you. I will be going, but we'll be back.
Good luck, friend.
Yes, thank you. I just kind of glance at this guy.
He
just
doesn't
chugging.
even give you the time of day. He's
Sure,
just
that's cool.
just staring off into the distance.
Okay, perfect. I'll go back to the party.
Okay. So we're back out in the main area of town. And you make your way back to the party, and I assume relay all this information back to everybody.
While walking back, were there any people looking at me? Any folks in red?
Not that you saw, no.
Cool. Okay, perfect. This is what happened.
So he went to see Town Master. Yes.
Well, that was a suggestion. Alderleaf Farms was where Pip's friend is going. They said the north of the hall was the thing, but he also said south. So confusing. He said it was in the woods, but I don't know.
Well, just looking, back on the road, I'll look, I guess, to the east, north and south. South has, woods. North has, a few trees. Yes.
Right. He did say south first, and then he came back and then said north.
So north is correct.
Sure.
He said woods and north?
He said they would be in the woods, though. We could also go to the fairy farm and ask Pip's friend, or we could just go straight in.
Additionally, Sildar Hallwinter is at the Townmaster's Hall.
That's where Pip's friend is too.
No, Pip's friend is at the Alderleaf farm.
Oh, where is Alderleaf?
He said it was here is where he said it. Insert where he said. South of town, I think.
Yeah,
he
just
didn't.
said south. He just said south of town, yeah, but he didn't specify exactly. There seems to be quite a few farms and orchards around.
Right. Or yeah, we could go to building across from inn. Townmaster's Hall, maybe.
Oh, yes. Let's go get Winterman. He will help us to fight glass staff.
Oh yeah, he said he would meet up with us.
Yes, we forgot. We will go.
Yeah, we never went to other place he said we could meet him at.
So, walking through town, you see a large building with a pitched wooden roof. It's got sturdy stone walls and this large bell tower at the back. As you approach the front of it, posted on the board next to the front door is a notice, and it's written in common, and it reads, "Reward, Orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within." And then the notice bears the town's seal and some indecipherable signature.
And it's
Maybe for another day?
this building here.
Let me get back to it's this one here.
Oh. Yeah, we'll go in this place, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. And that is where we're going to end it tonight.
Hey-oh.
So, how do we feel about how does everybody feel about tonight's session?
I like our group dynamic.
That's good.
It's fine.
I love
No,
the
that was
controlled chaos.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to the bar and just barricading the door. That's good. That's good stuff.
I really
like,
want.
we're starting to get the wheels turning now a little bit because that was fun. I think that was definitely the best session so far. It's weird getting used to doing things remotely as opposed to like face to face. It's different. But I think we got like most of the technical difficulty stuff worked out too.
I really wanted to kill that guy. Really wanted to just kill him.
I know you did. I know you did. But anyways, has anybody got anything before we go?
I am good.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll be back on Monday with Shadow of the Demon Lord, which is another tabletop RPG, very similar to D&D, that Sigor here, a.k.a. Urus, DMs for us. So make sure to check us out on Monday at 8, where we'll be doing that, and then obviously doing other stuff throughout the week. If you are new here and enjoyed the stream, consider giving us a follow. Join us in some future streams. If you want to support the channel, give us a sub. We appreciate any and all support that we get. It all goes right back into the channel itself. So with that, we appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. We have y'all have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right.